Imagine the drawers in your house right now. Odds are there is a tangle of obsolete charging cables and at least one old deactivated smartphone sitting in the dark. Now multiply that by every household in the country. We are sitting on millions of dead phones. Inside that plastic and glass casing is a concentrated deposit of cobalt, lithium, nickel, and gallium. These are critical minerals, elements facing severe global supply challenges that are strictly necessary to manufacture everything from electric vehicles to modern defense systems. Right now, when those devices do get thrown out, they often end up in places like this. Workers tear apart toxic circuit boards with their bare hands in unorganized, hazardous scrapyards. It is incredibly dangerous, and most of those rare elements are simply lost in the dirt. This map shows global rare earth production. Notice the massive concentration here. China currently controls roughly 60 to 70% of the world's rare earth processing. That creates a massive bottleneck for the global supply chain, meaning a single export restriction can instantly threaten automotive and energy sectors worldwide. Look at the flow of capital leaving India to secure these resources. In a single year, India spent 34,800 crore rupees importing just 4 critical minerals: lithium, cobalt, nickel, and copper. We are leaking billions in foreign exchange reserves to import materials, while mountains of those exact same elements sit buried in domestic landfills and desk drawers. That is a massive economic drain and a major vulnerability for national security. To fix this, we have to scale up a process called urban mining. Instead of digging ore out of the ground, we collect it and pulverized by heavy-duty industrial shredders. The primary feedstock for this operation is lithium-ion battery scrap. These are the highly reactive power cells pulled directly out of old laptops and smartphones. Once those batteries are shredded into a metallic sludge, facilities use a process called hydrometallurgy. This involves submerging the crushed material in specialized chemical baths to isolate and extract raw, pure elements from the waste. But building the chemical vats, filtration systems, and heavy shredders requires massive upfront capital. For years, the sheer cost of building a high-tech extraction plant has kept widespread domestic recycling economically out of reach. Without a significant financial push to offset those initial construction costs, converting electronic waste back into usable critical minerals remains incredibly difficult to launch. This chart shows the timeline for the new National Critical Mineral Recycling Incentive Scheme. The Ministry of Mines has committed a 1,500 crore rupee financial outlay, spread across 6 years, specifically designed to solve that high-cost barrier. The scheme is built on 2 pillars. First, a 20% capital expenditure, or CapEx, subsidy. This is direct financial assistance to help companies purchase the physical plant and heavy machinery required to start production. The second pillar is an operational expenditure, or OpEx, subsidy, based on incremental sales. To ensure these facilities actually survive their early years, the government covers 40% of operational costs in year 2, scaling up to 60% by year 5. To prevent a few massive corporations from absorbing the entire budget, the scheme caps incentives at 50 crore rupees for large entities and 25 crore for smaller startups. This allows young tech companies to enter the market alongside established industrial players. And the target material goes far beyond old cell phones. The scheme covers 27 different critical minerals extracted from various sources, including scrap like these rusted catalytic converters pulled from end-of-life vehicles. By covering the expensive machinery up front and subsidizing the daily operations, this dual structure turns complex chemical processing into a viable, predictable business model. The alternative is tearing open the earth. Traditional extraction requires massive open-pit mines that consume vast amounts of land and generate severe pollution. The physical target over 6 years is 270 kilotons of annual recycling capacity. This raw waste is refined to produce 40 kilotons of critical minerals yearly. This outlay triggers 8,000 crore rupees in private investment, creating an estimated 70,000 jobs nationwide. We are replacing hazardous, unregulated scrapyards with formalized, closely monitored industrial facilities that protect both the workers and the surrounding environment. An obsolete phone is no longer garbage. It is a domestic strategic reserve. By extracting the elements locked inside our own discarded electronics, India reduces its reliance on foreign monopolies and secures the materials necessary for its technological future.